Hey, yo, I am Trent W. Shade, and I am here with a special edition of the S.Show, focusing on the review of the newest Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil Retribution. This will be the 5th film. And also note that I am not a basic critic. I am a big film fan, entertainment, movies. But you see, when it comes to movies, I like them all. You can sit me down. You can sit me down and put on the most disturbing, weirdest movie, and even if it sucks, I'll be like, well, I could respect it for what it is because... So this individual review is, I repeat, is from fan to fan, because I am a Resident Evil fan. And yes, we will even recognize the 3D aspect of the movie in this room. Not literally, but let's just say metaphorically, we're gonna change a camera angle or two. Now, I would like to start off by actually saying my overall review as a fan of the franchise. I would give that movie a good 10 out of 10. As a critic for just cool, awesome movies, I would give that movie an 8 out of 10. Good story, good effects, awesome in 3D, or RPX 3D, or IMAX 3D, or just 3D. Haven't even seen the 2D version, but to please be noted that I have, in the 3 days it has been released in theaters, seen it 3 frickin' times. Yeah, once on Friday, that's premiere day, and 2 on Sunday. Movie. Awesome. As a fan of the game franchise, I am very much pleased with the actual 5th film. It brought back that old kind of Resident Evil feel. You had a full cast and crew of clones. You had Barry Burton. Everybody knows that magnum-carrying son of a gun can blow anybody away and spit any kind of fire out of his lips. Puh! Leon S. Kennedy and Ada Wong. Well, Jesus H. Christ. You know, biblical. That's the word. Totally just grand. If I could marry a chick in the world, it'd be Ada Wong. The original red dress wearing spy working for Wesker, but originally who? That's up to you. Wesker. Like OMG. Could a bad guy be a good guy even if he was the bad guy? Very possibly. This overall film, through all the glory that a Resident Evil fan can take, as a filmmaker myself, just taking in the visually stunning Fanatics of the Resident Evil universe. With a certain select group of people walking on top of a building, a war zone with monsters and zombies everywhere. That final picture, that little part where it zooms out and you've got those 5 characters, Ada Wong and Leon S. Kennedy, Jill Valentine, Albert Wesker, and Alice, the hey of the day, all standing side by side. There should have been a clip specifically for that zoom out where it just snaps a shot of them all standing on the roof in the last moment. But this picture should be labeled the world's ultimate badasses. That's right. You've got all of them. Alice and Wesker side by side, fighting on the same team. Leon and Ada, the spy that just doesn't die. And Jill Valentine, oh well, if it was Valentine's Day, I'd be running amok. And if you are a fan of Biohazard, you are aware of the author, S. Day Perry, who wrote a book series very close to heart based on the game franchise. Now there are 7 books in the series, 1 for every old school Resident Evil game, and then a book in between each of those to describe what's going on in the background, what's going on in between these games. And I would assume that this author is also a fan, because if I was a fan, this is the kind of shiz that I would actually write. So 7 books. There's book 0, Resident Evil 0 Hour. Book 1, The Umbrella Conspiracy. Book 2, Caliban Cove. Book 3, City of the Dead. Book 4, Underground. That's the tagline. Book 5, Resident Evil Nemesis. Book 6, Resident Evil Code Veronica. 7 books total. Count 'em, you bitches. That's right. That's right. I've got the whole collection, fuckers. And look, I even keep it ziplocked, because no air can ever touch these books, because they're so close to my heart. Until I brag. The very specific book in this stack of books is book number 4. Now, very few people sitting there in the movie theater watching the new Resident Evil film would be going, whoa, I totally remember that from the book series. Doubtful. So I pulled it out. Resident Evil, book number 4. Underworld. By S.D. Peary. That's right, Resident Evil Underworld, which has a very special character from the book series, and only the book series, and then named Trent. That guy's awesome. So if you have read this book, you will realize the similarities and close relation the script actually has to this book, in which you could almost say the script is loosely inspired by this book as it is. This book. See if it sounds familiar. There's a handful of people left fighting the Umbrella Corporation to save the world as usual. Leon S. Kennedy and friends go into this underground Umbrella laboratory, which is actually based in phases. Different sections underground, which are test phases. One is a desert climate, one snow, one a city environment. And they actually use this to test tyrants and creatures and their monsters and biological weapons of warfare against each other in practical environments. A very familiar environment seen in the movie with Leon S. Kennedy, of course, raiding the nest. And believe me, I know. This book here, I've read it twice, fuckers. Yeah, that's right. The city environment with the hunters. That's right, the fucking hunters. It'd be nice to see them in a movie for once. How about a giant spider? Can I get a hell yeah? Anybody? The chimeras. Monkey-like spider creatures. Plant creatures. We all remember them. Plant 42, or was it 53? And hey everybody, can I get a Bandersnatch? I've seen dogs, zombies, and liquors for the past films. Not including bosses. Amen to the birds in the 3rd film, though. And how about that Las Plagas virus? Did Leon fuck Ada? And WTF, Wesker? Bat an eyelash if you must. I mean, good God, you get to see a liquor with 2 tongues. 2 tongues. I've got all the movies, and I got all the games. And I'm not pulling them out for you, fuckers. You can believe me. I keep my shiz boxed because I'm always ready to move. I've even got the toys. Check this out. You got Dr. William Burke in one of his first mutated stages. Yeah. Yeah. Got modern day Chris Redfield shooting up the sky like Wyatt Earp. We have the Tyrant, a known face from the old games, and we have the Tyrant. Old school, baby. That's right. Classic. New school Albert Wesker, who controls the hunters. New school hunter. Yeah. Old school. Whoosh-yeah, whoosh-yeah. Middle school. That's Alexander Ashford, mutated into Nosferatu from Code Veronica. Elementary school. and one of the final stages of William Birkin falling to pieces because he didn't make the cast of the 5th film. Shame, shame. Ain't his game. Now, as I was walking out of the movie theater, I was walking out and I looked over and I was like, whoa. Totally not like that, but did. And it was this chick dressed as Jill Valentine. Blue tube top, classic skirt, white sweater. And then I saw her dad walking out, and then I thought, you know, I would totally get her number, but I can't help but feel weird asking out or getting numbers with their parents standing right there. I mean, it's kind of weird. Would you not say, I mean, like, what do I do? Be like, permission for your daughter's number, sir. Another thing with girls these days is ooh la la, age. I mean, they'll fucking lie to you. They won't even lie to you, they'll play it like you're stupid. You gotta double check these days, you can't be too sure. Everybody's drinking hormones, injecting cocaine into their fucking bodies, uploading the body to overload with superload while they're going into overdrive. They're totally nuts. There could be a fucking 10-year-old girl and she'd be looking like 30 and be like, hot damn, it's too late. You're on that TV show where they bust in and they're like, so, how are you doing? What are you doing here? Uh-huh. You know who we are, right? You watch our show? You're on TV. By this point, the other guy's like this. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. But they get you. I think before you ask a girl out or get their number, you should verify their age. Be like, yeah, baby, I know what you're talking about. Ooh, you look beautiful today. Oh, by the way, can I check your driver's license? What? I'll be like, sorry, we ID. Talk about passing up opportunity. Anyways, there's more to a relationship than clothing. As I've said, this movie is awesome. That's ranked 10 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. No matter how you look at it, it's over the limit. It's like driving half drunk. You're still fucked. You just might have to walk home as opposed to spend the night in jail, you know? 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10 is good. Oh yeah, I've also got a Raccoon City Police Department gun. Stars Edition, baby. By Airsoft. This is a Stars issue. That's Stars. Special Tactics and Rescue Squad. That's right, Stars. Stop talking and read, suckers, because the Special Tactics and Rescue Squad are coming for you. So, that's the end of the show. If I had a gun holster, then I wouldn't really have to go. I could just go bang. If I actually had a gun holster, I could just go bang. But no, I've got no gun holster. It's invisible, it's imaginary. I've just gotta... It's not even fair. So, in this final hour that you do not know, I have to go. And we'll exit in good old-fashioned Resident Evil style. Yeah. I'm not gonna show you the 15 minutes that it takes me to open the door as my heart beats